Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements, and in this video we are going to be breaking down Eye Candy. Now Eye Candy was one of my favourite ever TV shows. I'm so gutted that a second season wasn't commissioned of this brilliant show, but never mind, we will be reviewing the first season in this video. Now Eye Candy is a bit of a cyber crime thriller show with a bit of a teen slasher serial killer whodunit vibe in there as well. The show was super engaging, super compelling, super gripping, super intense, and it is such a shame that a second season wasn't commissioned, as it could have been such a brilliant continuation for this show. But alas, let's review the first season of Eye Candy in this video review. So from a storyline point of view, Eye Candy literally did start off with a bang, as you're first introduced to the character of Lindy Sampson, who is played by Victoria Justice, and she has a younger sister who in the first few moments is kidnapped and Lindy is unable to find her, and then you jump forward 3 years and Lindy is still not able to find Sarah, but she is still looking for her. The show then has 3 concurrent storyline strands going on across all of the 10 episodes. The first one is obviously Victoria Justice's character of Lindy Sampson still trying to find her sister Sarah. The second strand is all about the Sophia character, who is Lindy's roommate, and she convinces her to set up an online dating profile on Flirtual, which is Eye Candy's world's equivalent to Tinder. Lindy then suspects that one of her matches could be a bit of an obsessed serial killer, and then this quickly starts off the main storyline for the show, which is all to do with the group of characters, which includes some super intelligent hackers and some cybercrime unit police officers trying to work out who the murderer is on the streets of New York that is causing absolute chaos in the streets of New York. We then have the third and final storyline strand. So whilst all of the flirtual killer storyline is going on, there's kind of mini episodes which have kind of different one-off storylines. For example, who is the hospital killer, what is the secret behind the prom ghost killer, and what is happening with this dark Airbnb hidden camera mystery stuff going on as well. So from a storyline point of view, they've got their core main storyline, but there's loads of nice mini storylines as well. So from a package point of view, Eye Candy is absolutely brilliant. So from a cast and characters point of view, the cast of Eye Candy are absolutely brilliant. They've chosen brilliant actors to play brilliant characters, and they are just so good on this show. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Victoria Justice, who plays the character of Lindy Sampson. Now she is similar to Tori Vega from Victorious, but she's also a little bit different to the Tori character. So she's similar in the sense that she's a bit like a girl next door type character, but she's different because she is a very super intelligent hacker that's trying to work out who the serial killer is behind all of the flirtual madness. We then have Deidrick, who plays the main detective in this show, called Tommy, and he works in the cyber crimes unit. So he, alongside Lindy Sampson, are able to use technology to work out who the serial killer is. We then have Clemons, who plays the character of Sophia, who is Lindy's best friend and roommate, and it was the Sophia character that encouraged Lindy to create a flirtual account in the first place. And in the book, which is created by R L Stine, that the show is based upon, is the Sophia character that is actually the serial killer that is behind all of this craziness. We then have the character of Connor, who is Sophia's best friend, but plays Lindy's frenemy in this show. We then have the character of Sarah, who is Lindy's kidnapped sister, that Lindy is forever trying to find. We then have Jake, who is one of Lindy's many matches that plays a big part in this show as well. We then have Ben, who is a police cop that also became a bit of a boyfriend type figure for the Lindy character. And then finally we have Catherine, who is the head of the cybercrimes unit. So as you can see, plenty of characters in this show, and then we have loads of guest starring roles that add a lot of mystery to the particular mini episode. So from a cast and characters point of view, Eye Candy is absolutely awesome. So from a visuals point of view, Eye Candy honestly looks absolutely awesome. Your adrenaline is honestly running from start to finish every single episode, as everything is so intense, everything is so fast paced, and all of the situations that these characters find themselves in is absolutely crazy. In terms of the look and feel, I would compare it to a little bit like Gotham City, as everything is very dark, gloomy, gritty, and a lot of chaos is also happening in this show. So I'd say it's a little bit like Gotham City, and it's quite innovative actually in terms of how it depicts and showcases the killer of this show as well, as everything is very, very brutal, but also you see things from a first person perspective sometimes so that you can see things how the killer sees them, so you can see things through the killer's eyes. Obviously they don't reveal who it is, but it's a really interesting new tactic for murder mystery type content, so I think from a visuals point of view, this show is absolutely awesome. So from a comparisons point of view, there are a lot of murder mystery type movies and TV shows out there, but I'd say you could compare this show very similarly to the Scream TV series, as they're similar in terms of there being a masked killer, in terms of the killer having a very distinct voice and style and how they communicate, in terms of there being a female lead, and in terms of there being a bit of a teen slasher vibe to the show as well. I'd say the first and second season of the Scream TV series is slightly better than Eye Candy, but Eye Candy is so much better than the third season of the Scream TV series. I'm so gutted that a second season wasn't commissioned of Eye Candy, but either way, I do think that you can compare it very similarly to the Scream TV series. So overall, I have to say, I absolutely loved Eye Candy. I thought it was such a brilliant TV show. I loved all of the world building that they were doing in this show. I loved the cast and characters that they had developed in this show. I love the fact that there was a core mystery that also had offshoots to kind of have different storylines going on, but they still had a core central, who is the flirtual killer storyline going on there throughout. I loved all of the twists and turns in there. I love the fact that you are kind of guessing between loads of different characters in terms of who is the core person behind the serial killer mask. And so for all of those reasons, I have to give Eye Candy a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you haven't seen Eye Candy yet, I would highly recommend it. But if you have, I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.